I think I was drawn to Demi because her voice was so powerful and mine was so meek. I was so little and quiet, and she would just like belt out a high A flat. Hello, I'm Dodie and these are my firsts for Enemy. The first CD I ever bought was We Started Nothing by the Ting Tings, because I liked the cover and I knew one song. And then I listened to it so many times on repeat on my wee CD player, and if I jumped, it would skip. I definitely still listen to the Ting Tings, yeah. Definitely to that particular album. There are some great songs on there, really good, and some very like crunchy moments. The first band t-shirt I owned was a Paramore t-shirt from their concert at the O2 in 2010, which I got very sad about losing or maybe giving away, but my manager Josh got me a replica for Christmas this year, which was really cool. I burst into tears. That Paramore show was incredible. I think that was the first show I went to where I actually loved them. The first show I ever went to was a Rihanna concert, just because my friends were going. I was like, all right. But the Paramore show, I knew like every song, and it was wild. I lost my mind. The first tattoo I got was it's so ugly, and it's next to one that I got in Vegas like years later just as a joke, so I might just hide that one. But it's a music note on my foot, ta-da! Because I was turning 20 and I wanted to do something reckless for my last teenage year, and I was like, this will be the only tattoo I ever get, and then I'm like, covered. The first concert I went to was, I mean, I don't know if we're counting like classical concerts that my parents would bring me to, but if we're not, I said before, but Rihanna, but technically supported by Pixie Lott, so first person I ever saw play live was Pixie Lott, and she waved to us. The first festival I ever went to was Reading Festival when I was 17, and I couldn't drink, but I did. I loved Reading Festival. It felt like the perfect place to be on the cusp of adulthood. Yeah, just sort of trying a cigarette and kissing a girl and getting very, very wasted and going on some sort of very spinny ride. I think the first song I ever finished writing as like a whole song is the first song that's up on my channel, which is a song called Rain. I wrote it for my homework when I was about 15, and it is about being very angsty and crying when it's raining, so no one can tell if they're tears or it's rain. God. I think my live shows kind of naturally blended from school concerts to YouTube gatherings and like playing in front of fans and also friends. And then YouTube gatherings sort of got a little bit more professional. So I'm not really sure if there was like one distinct first live gig. But I remember playing at an event called Summer in the City, or Social in the City, at Alexandra Palace, and there were so many people, and that was just really overwhelming, but so fun. The first time I heard my song on the radio, but like actually through radio waves, was this year when Hate Myself was played by Annie Mac. I got a little pocket radio for Christmas, and I thought I'd listen to it on there instead of my computer, and it felt like way more legit. I was really like so excited, like so nervous, just because it felt like real to like hear it through radio waves. Yeah. The first artist I fell in love with would probably be Demi Lovato. She was kind of like the first artist I knew outside of my own parents' influence. So it felt almost like, I don't know, naughty and very like individual to finally like find someone by myself. And I loved her vibe. I also probably fancied her a bit. I think I was drawn to Demi because her voice was so powerful and mine was so meek. I was so little and quiet, and she would just like belt out a high A flat, like it was easy. The first picture I posted on Instagram, I think was just a selfie, or maybe it was of my boots or my food or something, but I know I used the most ugly filters. I think I used like all of them in one go because I was so excited. It was like tilt shift, a border, like, I don't know, orange, contrasted. I probably looked quite ill in loads because I was just like saturating it so hard. Yeah, God. First thing I'm gonna do after my album is released is probably down a big glass of Prosecco and maybe do a little live stream and dance around and pretend that everyone is in my room. I will be staying up until midnight. I know it's naughty. Might have a wee snack as well, a midnight snack. Yes, I will, definitely. I'll probably like stay awake until the next day, like 4 AM. Yes.